Ask me what I'm doing, just grinding. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more advanced, tryna reach the next plateau, and I can't stop till I achieve my goals.
What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for being here today. If you end up enjoying this video, please drop it a like and subscribe to the channel. It's gonna be a little bit different than most of the other videos you're used to seeing on this channel. I'm still gonna take you throughout the day, show you my meals and whatnot, but I really wanted to address some current events. What has been going on the last year? I mean, I'm only 31, so I haven't seen that much, but I have never seen things as tense. I've never seen people as angry as I do right now. So I want to share my thoughts and my opinions, and I'm guessing that there's a lot of people watching this video that will relate, because what I notice is the loudest voices in the room get heard. So we might get online and see all of these things and think that that's just a consensus, but I have a luxury in that I don't spend all of my time online. I'm not just, I'm not a YouTuber per se. I work in corporate America, and I get out there in the real world and I see what's going on, and I see how different it is than Twitter. And so I think sometimes we get trapped in this bubble. So I wanted to share my experiences and my thoughts with all of you, starting with a story that I've never told anyone and how I almost got canceled. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Sorry, I'm struggling with words here today, guys. It's still early. Not how I almost got canceled, but how someone tried to get me canceled. Meg, do you remember this story about that person that tried to get me canceled? Mm-hmm. Well, you would never cancel me, would you, buddy? No. Oh, thanks, buddy. You want to learn about how this guy tried to cancel Daddy? It was not cool because they tried to take treats away from my little puppy, and I don't much appreciate that. So on YouTube, you get a lot of interesting comments. So this guy had responded to one of my videos, like, I don't remember exactly what he said, pretty much. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm this, I'm that, so on and so forth. And I have the tendency to respond in a very sarcastic manner. 1 second, buddy. All right, you gotta go see your mom. So my response back was definitely a little bit sarcastic, maybe even condescending. I shouldn't have said anything, but I got on his profile, of course, no pictures, no subscribers, just nothing, right? So I replied back with something to the effect of, you are so cool, you're exactly right. I wish I could be more like you, and all of this stuff, and he did not like that very much. So what he did is he sent a screenshot of this to all of my sponsors. And of course, there was nothing like discriminatory or derogatory about that. It was just me being sarcastic back to something that he initiated, but his message to them was, you shouldn't sponsor this guy because this is how he replied to me. And just think about this. So first you have the level of entitlement where this person thinks that they can just say whatever they want and never get a response back. Again, I never should have said anything, but this person's mentality is so weak that they think that they should be able to take money away from me and take away from my family because they're that righteous. And when you think about this whole, this cancel culture that's going on, a lot of it is because people nowadays are just extremely soft, and people have not really been through anything, and it's to no fault of their own. A lot of times maybe they're just younger and they've never been through a real life scenario where like real pain and real tragedy has actually happened, so they're like fabricating these scenarios in their head and like making themselves the victim of something that's not even there a lot of the times. Now there are certain things that are terrible that are going on in this world, but this what's happening right now is so insane to me because people are trying to make up all of these scenarios just to make themselves feel better. And it's not actually reality in a lot of ways. And if you spend all of your time online, you would never, you won't know that, because I go out into the real world every single day. And it's incredible. I see people from all different walks of life. I go to the deep south. I go into, the tech hub. I talk to all types of people, and it's not Twitter. It's respectful, whoever you are, whatever you believe. It's reassuring that it's not necessarily what you see online transpiring throughout the world. And there are amazing people out there. And just because you believe different things or you have different opinions on certain subjects, it doesn't mean that, you have to fight with everyone. And, you turn on the news, and if you believe this, then I can't be friends with you. Or if you believe that, then you're a terrible person. And that's just not how it is. Anyway, that was a long rant, but that's just story number one. Story number 2. This just happened to me on Friday. I go to Starbucks. I just want a coffee. The signs on the door, must wear your mask. Cool, I'm fine with that. That's your rules. I walk in, everyone's got a mask on. Some guy walks in behind me, no mask. And I think to myself, this could be interesting. So immediately he stands behind me. He looks at me. He says, hey, why are you wearing a mask? And I'm like, dude, because there's a sign on the door that I have to. But I know what he's looking for, so I just play into it. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm just a sheep. I just do what I'm told. And of course he goes in, oh, you are a sheep. I don't need to wear a mask because this. And I'm like, cool, man, that's perfectly fine. I just want my nitro cold brew and I want to get the heck out of here. I don't really care about what your opinions are on masks. Now, what I find so interesting is this individual that refused to wear the mask, even though it was Starbucks rules said there on the door, has so much in common with someone that he would consider an enemy, such as someone that would wear their mask by themselves outside because some, government agency told them to do so, or whoever, Dr. Fauci. I don't know who's actually making the rules anymore. But those two people, those extremists, are almost the same person. And they would never know it because they would never talk to each other. But if those two people were next to each other in Starbucks, they would probably brawl it out in the middle of Starbucks. So like most things in the world, I find that the answer is somewhere in the middle, right? I mean, does it make sense to wear your mask in certain instances? Maybe. I mean, I'm not a scientist. If they tell me so, then maybe so. But do I need to wear my mask when I'm by myself outside? I would highly doubt it. But again, people are just looking for these things to argue back and forth about. And the same goes with even the vaccine nowadays. You have one group that say, hey, you have to get this vaccine or you're killing grandma, you're a terrible person, you're selfish, and you deserve to go to jail if you don't get your vaccine. And the other group is saying, if you get this vaccine, you're just a sheep, you're an idiot because they're trying to kill us all, it was rushed. And you might be thinking right now, like, I don't know the answer. I don't know. Should I get it? Should I not? Because that's where I'm at. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I think if you think critically and you challenge certain things, you'll come up with the right answer for you, and the right answer is going to be different for everybody. But I know that the media only wants to show you these two sides. But if you're feeling that there's no one right here, maybe in the middle, there are. They're just not telling you online. So do not be discouraged. They are out there. You know what I think, buddy? I think people just need more puppy dogs. That's what it is. Oh, see, how can you be mad when there's a puppy dog? Now, one thing we can all agree on, brioche toast with chocolate honey is one of the best combinations in the entire world. So if you guys watched my last video I released on Wednesday, you would understand why I have all my weights in the side of the garage and why I currently do not have a proper gym. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out that video. So I'm gonna make the best of what we've got here. Might actually do some cardio. I'm thinking hit a few light sets, do a lap around the neighborhood, typical suburban style workout. You guys know that it's good when she already stole it from me. So this has not been released at the time that I'm recording this, but if you follow me on Instagram, you will know real-time updates. The brand new Pea Science cookies and cream is phenomenal. So this is like an Oreo protein shake with over 35 grams of protein. Cold, tastes perfect after a hard workout. You guys have to get this as soon as it drops. It probably will sell out. I don't think they brought in as much as they were hoping, so stay tuned for that. But after a tough workout, I love this combination. He pushed his way through. I'm gonna give this about, Alfie, come over here. Come over here, buddy. I'm gonna give this about 46 seconds before this crazy man sees another dog and starts barking his face off. But where do we go from here, right? With all the turmoil and everyone arguing back and forth, it's like, how do we ever get out of this? So my advice to everyone is just focus on yourself and what you can do, because we are in a time right now where people are saying things that they don't even believe. And I know that that's true because look at everyone's actions. So they might say something out loud because it sounds nice or it might look good on a t-shirt, but they don't even believe it. So we can't even be worried about that. We have to focus on ourselves and making sure that we're just being good people and we're being respectful and we're treating others as humans. Sorry about that. I had to get rid of that panting dog. I'm sure the audio was not great there, but if we all make the individual decision to just treat people better, something as simple as that, think how much better off this world would be, because some people are just incapable of doing it. You're never gonna convince, 1/3 of people who are just out there and have these extreme beliefs and can't have a civilized conversation with anyone. Forget about them. Let's focus on you and I, the people that can truly make a difference. And I take a lot of pride in knowing that anyone that's ever met me, that's had a conversation with me, will tell you that it has been nothing but respectful and how a human interaction should be. We don't always need to be emotionally hijacked. We don't always need to be in defense mode. It's okay to have different thoughts, different beliefs, whatever. But at the end of the day, if we just treat one another as equals, as humans, then everything would be so much better. Megan hates when I come out here because this is how I leave what was the perfectly decorated sofas. My bad, babe. Now, if y'all watched last Sunday's video where we told you we're gonna be shredding for the wedding. Hey, Cameron, how's it going? Shredding for the wedding, how's it been?
He doesn't think that I can lose 8 pounds. And he said he'd give me $5,000 if I could.
In 2 months, she has no weight to lose and she thinks she's gonna lose 8 pounds.
I can do it.
Yeah. We're not gonna get into that conversation on this video, but what are you making us for dinner? It's like not lettuce wraps, Hawaiian chicken with white rice and vegetables and red onion.
Red onion and cilantro.
And cilantro.
Do it with like a lettuce wrap and have it like a taco kind.
Did you see us on Pinterest or something?
Sam Oscorral.
So some YouTuber that she watches, Megan doesn't actually watch my videos, but she has the audacity to watch other people on YouTube. I'm offended. What do you think, buddy? I spent a little bit too much time in the sun this weekend. Greg, you're gonna have to really mess with that saturation. So here we have some barbecue chicken. It's actually Hawaiian barbecue chicken, sweet baby raised, just cooked in the crock pot. We got some white rice, cilantro, and pineapple. It looks and smells delicious. Cilantro and red onion, you can really add those to anything to make the meal better. So good. Now I told you guys, even on this shredding for the wedding adventure we're on, we're still gonna have our fat and weird cookies on Sunday. Well, at least I am. So tonight, one of my favorites got brought back, and again, you have to follow me on Instagram for real-time updates, midnight snack. So this, I can never get these descriptions right. The Black Beauty and the Big Booty Dough got together and the result is more than you can handle. Our cake batter cupcake, blah, blah, blah. It's a great cookie. And then the box of chocolates is a big sexy dough base loaded with chocolate Teddy Grahams, Chips Ahoy cookies, Hershey Gold bars, and chocolate icing core. Because I already know that I love the midnight snack, I'm going to try the box of chocolates for you guys. This thing is just insane. Oh my gosh. Tasting this brought me back to a childhood memory. I used to eat these cookies called EL Fudge. I don't know if you guys know what they are, if they even make them anymore. Vanilla wafer, chocolate in the middle. This is so good. And then my personal favorite, midnight snack. Game over. To end the video, we can acknowledge that there is a lot of hate and a lot of evil in the world. We don't need to be naive about that, but what can we do? Because we have an amazing opportunity where we can control the kind of energy that we are putting out. Now, if you want to spend your time and your days trying to cancel someone over something trivial that doesn't mean anything, then I would question your real intentions, and maybe you should start to look inward. Or if you hate someone because they have different beliefs, or they're a different race, a different gender, a different sex, then you're probably just a trash person. And I'm sorry to put it bluntly, but there's no fixing you if that's you, more than likely. Now, for the majority of us, and I know that there is a lot of bad things in the world, but I am a firm believer there is a lot more good out in the world, and there's many more good people than bad. It's just the bad always gets highlighted, and the media's job is not to educate us, it's to scare us, make sure that we're all against each other, because at the end of the day, it's about ratings and money for them. And you know what? It's capitalism. They can do it however they want. But if we can be educated enough to be critical thinkers and actually come together, it shouldn't be that challenging, guys. And in fact, I've been a bit preachy in this video, but it's just been what's on my mind. I truthfully feel in my heart of hearts that we can all do better, but we have to do it together. Is that cheesy? I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of the video. I'm sure there'll be some interesting thoughts in the comments down below, but again, just watch the video. If anything negative comes to your mind, you don't need to put it out there. But anyway, thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Do not forget to turn on those post notifications, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.